Who? What is up, everyone? I am just sitting back in this amazing recliner. Figured I'd, do a live stream and chat with you guys. So how is everyone doing? I am doing all right. What's up, Paranoia DJ? Yeah, I'm doing all right. It's just been a very hectic couple of weeks, especially with this coronavirus going on. And, my whole entire city is shut down. So I can't really do anything. I can't go out, which it's raining right now. I was going to go to the park and do a live stream of this, but I guess I can't. I guess I'm just stuck here at home. I just want you guys to know something that, you know, my tweet that I posted yesterday about FantasySoft, I never meant to, offend anybody. I just was giving my honest thoughts, you know. And if I came off as somebody that, you know, was trying to be hateful or, somebody that's just rage and anger over petty shit, which I honestly think that's what it is, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have to see that side of me because, it takes a lot to really piss me off, to really set me off. And, yesterday I was really upset. So, how's about we let's just get into the whole matter of FantasySoft. So, you guys watched the video clip of Vic talking about FantasySoft, how this project, the project that they're working on called Prince Adventures, he basically said that he had no idea about this project because this was pitched to him 6 years ago, and he sent in some voice clips for them to use to help them get started on it. And it's been 6 years and he hadn't even heard about it. Yeah, the drama got to everybody. It was difficult for me to process. Oh yeah, it's definitely a hard thing to talk about because I mean, yes, they shouldn't have used Vic's name to promote their series, not unless they knew for sure that Vic was involved in all this. But it turned out that he wasn't. He wasn't involved with this project. And now people assume that they're scamming everybody, which that is the worst thing to assume. Like there's a quote, I'm trying to remember. There's a quote that I always go by. It's better to it's better to assume than make an ass out of you and me. I think that's how it goes. Something along those lines. But so it is a difficult thing to talk about because I think they had good intentions with this project. I mean, from what I've read on it, from their comic books and everything that they've made, it sounds like a good thing. People are definitely excited about it. But something tells me that, I think what they're doing is they're biting off more than they can chew. I think what happened was they got excited about this project and they basically, didn't count their eggs before they could hatch. So, I mean, you have this young company that, just came out of nowhere and, you know, basically stated that, Vic was a part of this, yet it turned out he wasn't, which that's the thing, they shouldn't have lied. They shouldn't have lied to anybody about that. And now their reputation is, pretty much tarnished right now. And it's a sad thing because, I don't want to see, a studio, like I don't want to see a studio product, be reflected by the actions of a studio, like what they do. I want to have hope that this product does turn out good because, I want to determine whether or not I should support it or, buy it for myself. And I think that's what people, need to take into consideration here. That just because, a company may do something reckless or, you know, ill intent of, or something along those lines, like if a company does something bad, that shouldn't reflect the product. It shouldn't. The product should be judged on its own merits. That's essentially what I'm saying. Uh, I don't know if this product is going to be good or not. We don't know, but we have to give them a chance to make the product before we can determine that. It was sad for me as well. LBJR shouldn't have freaked out the way he did on Twitter. Yeah, everybody's freaking out over this. Like I freaked out because of the fact that I watched a live stream about this from DA Talks. Him and Emosh, I think that's the name of the guy. What's up, Josie? Emosh, I believe that's his name. They were talking about FantasySoft, how they believe that it's a con, which I don't believe this was a con at all. I don't think they were trying to scam anybody. I think they the biggest mistake that they made is lying about Vic, being in it. I don't think they intended to hurt anybody. I don't think they are putting out a false product. But yeah, Emmett. Fucking they brought Emmett into the fucking stream. That's what ruined it. That's what ruined their credibility. They brought in a motherfucker that has been talking so much shit about Vic for over a year. Like, why would you bring someone like that into your stream and try to bring down, a studio that, like, why would you do something like that? Knowing that people don't like the person, knowing that people will not believe anything that the person has to say, which I don't. I don't believe anything that Emmett has to say, and I don't really care. Because Emmett is not trustworthy. He is a liar, and I just don't believe a thing that the guy has to say. I mean, he's lied about Vic for over a year. Why should I trust him? Like, why should I take his word about everything about FantasySoft? Why should I believe, Emmett? out of all people. Something tells me, and this is something that has come into my mind here. I think that this is all just a smear campaign. I mean, I want to be proven wrong, but that's what my gut is telling me. My gut is telling me that this is all just a smear campaign to throw people off and to get people to hate on FantasySoft and to hate on Vic. That's the problem with going after people is they don't think about what they're doing. They think that they're helping Vic, but they're really not. Because Vic would not support this at all. It is an interesting theory because, I mean, that's what my gut is telling me. And sometimes my gut is right. Most of the time it's right. Because I feel like that's what this is all turning down to, especially with the people that are getting involved in all this. People like Emmett. Like, why on earth would you bring Emmett into your server and have him on your live stream to talk about this? Like, why? The guy's a liar. Like, why on earth would you do that? Because that ruins your credibility. Because it shows that you can't choose a side and stick by it. And that's the problem. That's the problem with a lot of people that are in the movement. They only care about getting those clicks, getting those views to boost their channels. And they want to sit there and say that, FantasySoft is damaging Vic's reputation using his name. Well, if that's the logic that they're going to use, we can apply the same logic to every single video that gets made about Vic. Because aren't people using Vic's name in videos? And guess what? These videos, they have ads on them. Therefore, they're making money off of Vic's name. Like, that's something that a lot of people don't even think about. So if you're going to sit there and say that FantasySoft shouldn't be using Vic's name and shouldn't make money off of his name, then I'm telling people right now they shouldn't be making videos about Vic. Because you're doing the same exact thing. You're making money off of his name, off of his misery, which you accuse FantasySoft of doing. But oh no, they're giving us information, about the case and everything. No. If there's only one person that's actually doing that, and that's Nick Rekieta. Because he's an actual lawyer. And he's close friends with Vic. So, yeah, he's the only one I can honestly say has an exception, but that's if we use their logic here. If we go by their logic that nobody's allowed to profit off of Vic's name, then they need to stop making videos about Vic. Period. If that's where they want to go. And I don't really care if I get backlash for this. I don't. I've sort of removed myself from those people. So I don't really care. But to me, all of this is just drama. It's pointless drama that is getting us nowhere. Like, how is this helping them? Telling people that they're con artists, that they're scammers, that they, conned people into, like, do you honestly hear yourselves? Like you, it's crazy because if that's the case, then you know, then everybody's guilty of that. Then everybody's a con artist. Anybody that has ever mentioned Vic. But, that's what I don't understand. Why all of a sudden is people getting attacked over petty shit? It's crazy. I mean, this is not what Vic would want. And I know that because I know how Vic is. I've met the guy, and he has taught us to love each other, to support each other, to be there for each other, not to do evil shit. That's what Vic doesn't want, is for us to attack anyone or attack one another. It's one thing to call out somebody. Look, I'm not saying you can't call out anybody. I'm saying that you shouldn't personally attack them. Me personally, I still stand by finding ways to spread positivity through the darkest times. Hope we can get the focus back on love and hope. Yes, absolutely. 100%. That's what I thought this group was about. It's not just supporting an actor. It's about, you know, creating a community where everybody's welcome, where everybody can be able to express themselves however they want and still be treated like human beings. But apparently, that's not what these people think this group is about. They just want to start drama, and that's it. They want to boost their YouTube channels, I think. They want to boost their YouTube channels so that way they can get money. They can make money off of it. And here's the thing, if people are going to say that I'm doing the same thing, I mean, I don't have my videos advertised at all. None of my videos have ads, and I don't plan to monetize my videos at all. Because this whole YouTube partnership thing, it's all just, it's stupid. And if I really wanted support from people, I would just either make a Patreon or, do something else. If I wanted to make money, I would make money off my art. I wouldn't do videos at all to make money. I do videos for me. But, at the end of the day, people think that, they're fighting for Vic when they call out, people that do dumb things. They think that, Vic would approve of that. Vic would want that. No, Vic wouldn't want you to attack people. He wouldn't. He wants us to love each other, regardless. Because Vic is a decent person. I mean, I know what Vic said in that video to FantasySoft about not using his name and everything, but, he wouldn't want this. He wouldn't want people attacking FantasySoft or hating on them. The best thing that you can do is to just kill hate with love. Sad to see I stand with Vic go in this direction. Yeah, it is sad. It's sad that you have people in the group that believe that, they have the voice over the majority, that they speak for everybody. Yet all they are is just clout. They're speaking for clout. They're not speaking for you. They're not speaking for me. They're speaking for themselves, but they're doing it for clout. And, you know, like I said, I called out FantasySoft. I told them they shouldn't have lied. They should be more honest and open about what's going on. They should have done that. They didn't, but they admit that they were wrong. And I honestly think that they, you know, they didn't do anything really wrong. I will always stand with Vic, not always find ways to spread joy, whether it and always find ways to spread joy, whether it be with flowers or friends. Yes, you should. You should always find ways to spread positivity because this world definitely needs it. I think that there's too much hate in this world, especially in a time of crisis and pandemic, with the coronavirus going around and people struggling, there needs to be more positivity. There needs to be more hope. But apparently, you're not going to get that on Twitter because these people, they're relentless. They'll do anything to damage you, to hurt you. And my advice is just to ignore them. That's what I would tell FantasySoft. Don't respond to them because they don't care. That their minds are already set. Their minds are already set. All you're doing to yourself is you're giving them more ammunition. But like I told people, if they believe that they were scammed or conned out of this, then they should just get their money back. If they honestly believe that, then they need to do something instead of raging about it. Don't feed the zoo animals. That that is I couldn't say it better myself. Don't feed the animals. Oh boy. More like savages. Don't feed the savages. Oh Lord. I love this recliner. Oh gosh. Like my back. Like you guys have no idea. Like my back is just shot to death. Cause that's all I've been doing is just sitting in a chair and, just talking to you guys, like I've not had so much free time. Like this is just relaxing to me. But, my back has been shot to death from, working and working out, which I've been doing a lot of running. Trying to get back in shape. Like my body is just so, like I weigh 100 and I weigh 190, 92 pounds. I'm going to try to drop down to 160 if I can. Cuz when you lose weight, you feel a lot better. You really do. You're sadly at work. Well, some of us would rather be at work than just sitting at home because, right now we're not really doing much with our time. and we really need the money to live. And a lot of people have been laid off. That's what I think people need to start doing. Supporting other people that are going through a hard time, because those are the people that need it. That's the people that need love and hope. You work at a grocery store? Yeah, that's the only thing that's open right now is Save a Lot. Mostly grocery stores and Walmarts, and I believe there's some restaurants that are open around here. Everything else is closed. Like, I was gonna go to the guitar shop, and buy some strings. Guess what? I can't do that. The guitar shop is closed. Oh, you work at a manufacturing plant. Most of the factories around here are closed. They shut down the one that they shut down TCO, one that I worked at. They shut down a lot of factories around here. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. People need to just, you know, they need to get a grip, and that there's more important shit in life than there is drama. Like, this drama, honestly, I don't really care too much about it, because I got more important stuff to worry about. But, you know, I just, the only reason I even got myself involved in this is when someone showed me that live stream and they decided to bring Emmett in it. I'm like, why on earth would you bring that guy? Why would you believe anything he has to say? Gosh, this shirt, I hate it. Because it's showing off my pecs. Like, you could see my nipple like hanging out of my shirt here, like my pec, like the way my pec is. God damn. Ah, I'm trying not to get censored here, but I hate this. I hate this tank top. Oh gosh, it's terrible. But at least you can see my awesome tattoo. Uh, my amazing tattoo, which actually, it's not even filled in some spots. See right here, like you could tell they messed up when they did that. Oh gosh, stop showing my this tank top is awful. Oh my gosh. We got a lady in here. I don't need to be showing off my man tits. Gosh. Nobody came here to see my man tits. This isn't Pornhub or anything like that. This is a live stream. Gosh. I need to start wearing better clothes for live streams. But it's been hot. That's why I've been wearing a tank top. Gosh. But what do you guys think about FantasySoft? Because I think here's the thing. Like, I don't think they meant any harm by what they did. I think what they tried to do was, I think I don't think they were trying to scam people or to con them out of anything. I think what they were trying to do was remedy the situation by getting people to talk about something more positive. That's what I honestly think. I think they were trying to uh, direct the situation to something more wholesome. That's what I honestly believe. And what pretty much happened was this all circulated into something. It just turned into a big mess. And I agree with most people that they shouldn't have lied. I wonder if the company will pick itself back up and focus on their passion, project, Prince of Interest. I think that's what they're going to do. I hope so. Because you already have a lot of people that are looking forward to it, that are interested in it. So if you decide to not do it, then you're only hurting those people. I mean, you already have people that are interested in the series. Why stop it now just because of all this? In fact, this would even motivate me. This would motivate me even more to finish it, to 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 want to see it. I mean, that's really all they did with this whole drama. Like they don't even think about it. Like they're actually promoting FantasySoft. They're promoting the product because that makes people now interested in it even more. Which I think that it doesn't. But really, like they're like bad publicity. The whole thing that people try to say that like about talking shit about someone or giving someone bad publicity, it actually helps them in the long run because bad publicity is good publicity in the eyes of the casual viewer. I mean, look at Netflix. I mean, they come out with crappy show after crappy show, yet people still tune in and watch it. Oh yeah. I mean, look at Batwoman on the CW channel. Look at all the negativity that has been thrown at that show. Like, oh, it's a feminist show, yet you have more people watching it. But I mean, I hope that they really do good. I do. I hope that they just shut these idiots up. Make a good product and shut them up. Because that's the best thing you can do. And there's no doubt in my mind that I think that's what they're going to do. Because they have good intentions. There's no doubt in my mind that this, isn't a scam. There's no doubt in my mind. This is a legit thing that they're doing. The problem is they need to focus on one thing at a time. They need to take baby steps. Because right now they're putting too many eggs in the basket and not all of them are hatching. They need to focus on the anime. If they're really passionate about it, that's all they need to focus on. No merchandise, no comic books. I mean, it's okay if you want to make comic books and merchandise for it, but don't make that your sole purpose right now. Your main focus should be the anime. 91 episodes is a tall order. Hell, not even a Netflix Not even a Netflix show gets 91 episodes. I'm surprised if that's true about them pitching to Netflix and Hulu. Like if all that is true, then that that is a tall order, and you know it costs a lot of money to produce all that, and that's a lot of content. Like most Netflix series, I think they have like 10 or 12 episodes per season. And that's the thing you got to consider. Like, where are they getting all this money though to be able to fund all this to make 91 episodes? Because I don't think Netflix would be willing to do something like that to be able to fund 91 episodes, fund for 91 episodes. Because that's, to me, like that's a tall order to fill and a lot of money. But if they manage to get a deal with Netflix or Hulu to make this, then more power to them. That's really all you can say about that. I mean, honestly, I just want them to make something good. I don't want this to be a product that reflects the company of Netflix that owns it, because we know how most Netflix shows are now. They cater more to the liberal crowd. They cater to the politically correct people, and that's what I find hard to believe about the Netflix thing, because Netflix doesn't really have a lot of wholesome family content. But if it is true, then like I said, more power to them. But yeah, that's a tall order. 91 episodes. Just have to wait and see. Yeah, and it would take a lot of planning where the plot was going. I mean, I think they know where the plot is going. I mean, they have a comic book series, and a lot of people say that it's really good. I'm not really familiar with it. I've not had the chance to read their comic, but people have told me that it's good, that the entire series is good. So, I mean, if they can manage to make a good series, then there you go. But it costs money too, and that's the thing that they got to have in order to make the show a thing. They got to have money. And you guys remember when they said that they were gonna, have their own streaming service? That FantasySoft was gonna be, have their own Netflix type of streaming service. Yet they haven't produced an actual anime yet. I'd say that once they do, if they do manage to make a good anime series, we might we might be able to hope for that sometime in the future. Never say never. That's something that a lot of people say. Never say never, because people have dreams. They dream big, but it's better to not not dream too much, because otherwise you're just living a dream. If you're really serious about it, then I say, you know, like I say to people, if you're serious about it, then just do it. Don't say you're going to try. Don't say that, that you're getting to it. Just do it. Yeah, Neo Yokio was fucking terrible. That's a fucking joke of a show. Like when I heard that uh what is his name? Fuck. What is Will Smith's son's name? Is his name Jaden? Yeah, Justin Bieber. Well, never say never is also a quote from the wrestling business because you never want to shut any doors. You never want to do any of that. Never quit. Never shut doors. There's always an opportunity. That's why people say never, and it's true. It's true in most cases that if you keep the doors open, then opportunity will come through. And gosh, I have 6 people watching now. Last night, I was struggling to have one person, talk to me. Now I have 6 people watching. That's just, what is this? What the hell is this? Is this a stream? Let's see who all is watching. I won't tell you. Ah, crap. I forgot this ain't Twitch. This is YouTube. YouTube. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, Neo Yokio. Yeah, I think that was fucking Jaden Smith that made that. Like he tried to say that this was animated by Production IG. Like I believe it was animated by them, but I saw clips of it and I'm like, why Production IG? Why would you stoop yourselves so low? Yeah, it was made by Production IG and Studio Dean. They worked on this fucking pile of shit. No, Production IG and Studio Dean. And I think Wit Studio also had a hand in this. Like, why? What's up, J Man? What's up? It must be the power of the Toblerone chocolates. I actually had a Toblerone. Uh, I actually had a Toblerone the other day, and they're actually really good. Like I was surprised. Like I saw them at the Dollar Tree. Like they had the Toblerones, like the small ones, like this big, and I actually tried one, and they're really good. Holy shit! And I think I'm going to go to the dollar store sometime tomorrow and buy some more. Ooh, ooh! Like I swear, this tank top. I have the power of strawberry milk. I have become Gintama. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I think that FantasySoft, I think if they play their cards right and not, count their eggs before they hatch, then, they might be able to do something good. They have the opportunity. They have the chance. It's up to them. I mean, it's really up to them if they want to make something good out of this. I mean, Vic gave them the tools to work with. I mean, that's what I think. Vic basically gave them the tools to work with. I don't think he said that he was going to be involved in this, but he would help give them the tools to work with to make this a reality. Because it's one thing to say that, oh, I have a project that I want you to work with me on, and to say, I need your help. I need you to help me, give me the tools that I need. And I think that's what the way Vic looked at it. I'm gonna try my best to help them. And I don't want to say that they took advantage of his kindness by doing this, but I mean, like this project has been going on for 6 years, and most anime productions they usually take about 4 years. I think 3 to 4 years usually an anime is produced. But this has been going on 6 to 7 years, and they've already made a comic book. They've already sold T-shirts and stuff, but there's still no anime. And I can understand that might concern people. That might make people feel like something's not right. But that is up to people to decide. Nobody should tell people whether or not they should support FantasySoft or not. That's up for people to decide for themselves. If they are willing to wait, they're willing to send money to help them. That's completely up to them. I mean, I told them that, you know, they just need to focus on the anime. They need to make something good. Because, you know, I want them to show Emash and DA. I want them to show them that they can succeed. And just to prove them wrong. That's the best thing you could do. That's the best way to handle it is to just make a good anime, make a good show, give them a good product. Like if you want to prove haters wrong, make a good anime. Give them something to watch and shut them up and make sure it's good. That's really all you can do. Or you can give the money back. I mean, really nobody's losing anything. I mean, yeah, it sucks if they decide to quit the product, but you're getting your money back. But I don't think they're going to quit. I think that I mean, this is from what they told me. They told me that they're going to focus on the anime and they're just going to not listen to the haters. I mean, once this show comes out, we'll be able to decide for ourselves whether or not we should support them or not. And I think that that's what people need to do. Wait and see. But honestly, I think this drama seriously needs to stop because really all they're doing is not helping Vic's case at all. It doesn't. And I know the people that are behind all this. I'm not going to throw any shade at anybody completely, but I'm just saying that people just need to, be more open minded and not attack anybody. We don't need no more drama. That's really all I have to say on this whole thing because it's just so pointless. It's so pointless to get angry over this. I mean, yeah, they lied about, having Vic in their production. But they admitted that it was a mistake. And I hope that they come out with an apology. I really do. I think that would help them even more. But you know how Twitter is with apologies. Twitter does not care. They don't care about your apologies. Not saying that to seem like I'm not human or anything, but it's the fact. Twitter just does not care. Hope Prince Adventures becomes a better version of Neo Yokio, learning from what Neo Yokio failed and making it 10 times better. I don't want them to even be Neo Yokio. Not just be better, not be Neo Yokio. Because the problem with that series, while you have ambitious minds working on the product, that didn't reflect on it being better or good in any way. Like, everything about it is bad. The voice acting is bad. The animation is bad. Everything from a production standpoint is awful about that series. And I plan to review it one day. Yes, we did get good memes out of it, but it's still bad. It's still a bad anime. And I wouldn't even call it an anime. I would call it a project. I would call it a. Actually, I wouldn't even call it a project. I would call it a homework assignment. I would call it that. I would go as far as to call it a homework assignment. Make the shittiest anime series you possibly can. Done. Toblerones. Done. Just everything about it's awful. I don't want Prince Adventures to be like that. I mean, if they want to go for a Bible theme, I say go for it. Oh, Tommy was so high. Oh, you're very, very funny, Mark. The Tommy was so of animes. Oh, what a story, Mark. What a story. Ha ha. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. But yes, they don't need to stoop that low. And people are probably wondering what's wrong with my eye. My eye's always been like that. I had surgery when I was 4 years old, 3 or 4 years old. And the problem was I had a muscle vein in my eye, which nearly caused me to go blind. And, you know, that's why my eyes are like that. Like, I have a lazy eye. And that's something, I can't control, sadly. But people actually people think I'm still handsome, and that's all that matters to me. And that adds more charm to me. That's what I tell people. Be yourself. Don't listen to what other people have to say about you. I mean, I was bullied over that. By the way, when I was a kid, people would make fun of me over my eye, and they had no idea that I had eye surgery, and that's why my eyes are like this. But imagine, being a blind kid, you know, like people around here, they were just so awful. Like they make fun of special ed kids and everything. Just sad. And it gets to you. It really does. I can understand, why people would have a meltdown over being called out and being harassed and attacked like that. You know, it really gets into you. It really does. It really gets to you because you know words hurt. Calling anybody a scam artist or calling someone this and that, it hurts you because it does not reflect the person that you are. I was bullied by the whole class. Everybody made fun of my eye, or they made fun of me for other reasons. But that's the way I look at it. I mean, people are going to hate you regardless. They just can't stand you for some reason. That's why you got to show that it makes you stronger. Hate makes you stronger. Makes you a better person. Like I was the shortest kid in my class. Like no joke. I was like 4'5". This was when I was in like the fourth or fifth grade. I wasn't even 5 foot yet. But then over the summer, I started getting taller. Like during a period, a long period of like it took me a long time just to get to 5'9", 5'11". Last I checked, I was 5'9", but some people say I'm 5'11". I don't know. Like all the doctors tell me I'm 5'9", and yet when I checked, I was 5'11". So I don't know. Well, I've been bullied on a whole other level about a week ago. Got told I have a face of a rapist and a pedo. Yeah, you see that's something we don't need. That's 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 something we don't need in our community. You know, people being accused of shit that doesn't help anybody. Let the hate flow into me. Oh yeah, hate makes you better. It shouldn't break you. It should make you. It should make you a better person. Mm. But I mean, you're gonna have people that call you, such crazy shit like pedo and rapist and scammer and all that other shit. But that doesn't define you. It doesn't. It doesn't reflect who you are. What reflects who you are is you. Only you determine who you are, not people. People can't determine who you are. You can. I mean, people are going to have their own perception of you, no matter what. But you just got to, take it and run with it. I mean, just move past it. Because they're not going to give up. They're not going to give up harassing you and calling you stuff. But the best thing you could do is ignore it. That's my best advice. That's what I told FantasySoft. They shouldn't have made tweets about this. You can't defend yourselves because then you're gonna have a hate mob come after you, and they already have their minds made up because they can't think for themselves. They truly can't. Whatever like someone says, it's like gospel to them. They're going to believe it regardless. They're not going to use common sense. They're not going to use logic. They're just going to blindly believe what that person says. And that's what's sad with the internet. Whew, I'm actually kind of tired. So I think I'm going to end the stream and take me a nap because, like, I'm really tired. I've been, my stomach has just been burning, and I have to try to defrost this meat that I have over at the sink over there. I'm gonna be cooking some hamburgers and probably have myself a good hamburger meal. Since I can't go to McDonald's or anywhere, I just make my own. Which I've been getting into a lot of cooking videos. Like I've been watching this channel real quick. I've been watching this cooking channel called Binging with. Let me find it. Like I learned how to make a Krabby Patty by watching this guy, and it's like the perfect burger right now. Like that's what it is. It's like the perfect hamburger. But he calls it how to make a Krabby Patty. But I think it's called Binging with Babish. Binging with Babish. Oh yeah, I plan to do more of these. I definitely plan to do more of these. Yeah, Binging with Babish. It's a really good channel. It's a really good channel. I've been learning a lot about cooking, and I'm gonna try to get better at it. I mean, that's what people need to do. They need to, instead of focus their time on drama and stuff, apply yourself to something, whether it's cooking or making music or doing art. Do something productive with your life instead of just jumping on somebody for an honest mistake that they made. Don't worry about what other people will do or say. Just enjoy life. But yeah, good to hear from you as well. I'm gonna go eat some lunch. Yeah, I'm gonna head off, guys. It was nice chatting with you all. Uh, FantasySoft, if you're watching this, just make a good show, please. That's all we ask. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Plan to do more of these. So I hope to see you guys there.